Hello, hello, my green skins. And welcome all. We are at a nice number. I believe we're at 465. We're getting up there, boys. We're so close. We're so close, boys. Let's hope YouTube Sensei knows us. Senpai, Yupu Senpai, notice me. We're not that desperate, but we're close. And tonight we're going to be having some fun. We're going to be looking at some stuff, and I'm still trying to fix this freaking thing today. All right. So, good old Duct Tape Productions here. I wish I had a second editor, someone that could do this for me. But unfortunately, we don't have a second editor. And tonight we have Sam, our sleepy Sam, and our awake Sam. He's petting me and I'm purring. And why did he stop petting me? Look. That's what we have today. All right, boys. We are starting it off with our first thing. Hopefully it pops up. Nope, not popping up. Give me a sec. Let me... No, fuck off. Stop that. Full screen that. Mute that. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Let's drop the kitty cat. So we have something called C, the Seraphim Helix Experiment. This is the trailer of this that just dropped not too long ago. By the way, support the local guys for indie hubs, stuff like that. This was interesting. You ready, Bob?
What am I ready for?
I'm playing a game. I'm putting on the video.
Okay. See here. Where did it go? There it is. All right, ready.
All right, hit play.
The government found something they thought was a weapon. But I was right. It is a god. And then she woke up.
So, your thoughts on what looks like is going to be one hell of an interesting Japanese horror game.
It's like two things popped in my brain. Evangelion and Akira.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Evangelion and Akira in one thing.
And I'm not a big fan of the Akira stuff.
I also noticed it had that simple polygonal graphic style, which I will admit I am a sucker for. And I was also getting some like pseudo The Thing and Signalis vibes from the gameplay, but more so The Thing.
Yep, exactly. So we had Bob check out a Best Buy.
It wasn't a Best Buy, it was a GameStop.
GameStop, sorry. You're checking out Best Buy next week.
Don't have one near me.
Well, I guess Bob has a long walk at him shortly.
More like I'm not going to fucking do it.
I mean,
but
yeah. Anyway, so we were looking at prices for stuff here. Let me go back to page 1. So overall, the funny thing is, some of these prices, upon looking at this, a couple of these prices are the same prices we get up here in Canada, which doesn't make a lick of sense because, you know, your dollar is way bigger than ours. Like this $69.99, the same price up here. How?
That Kirby for $80 can go straight to hell.
This is the same one we have up here, same price.
Really? That's also $80 for you guys?
You know what? Well, we could easily find out. I could just quickly look at our look at. I can do a comparison. It's kind of the reason I asked you to do this because I wanted the comparison notes.
You know, the funny part is some of the games had their exact value that I'd expect. And what I mean by that is, let's say you pay full price for a game when it first comes out, you realize it goes nowhere, and then you see the real price. There's a reason I specifically took a picture of For Honor. For Honor is going for like $2.99 or some shit. And I was like, that's the starting price For Honor should have started with what they did with it. Yeah. Absolutely.
Exactly. I'm looking.
And the sports game being $20, I was like, it should be $10. Even new sports games should be $10 because it's already a gambling scheme that they get you into.
Where did I put that now? I'm actually wondering where I put that. I had it up here somewhere. It's not here now. Where did I put it? Did I send it to you? I sent it to you, didn't I? Yeah, I'm pretty certain these prices are same prices I've seen. So I'm kind of like, I'm very shocked at the stupid prices that they want for stuff is redonkulous. Like, I'm pretty certain mine was like 80. I think mine was 84, but I might have been. I think it's 79. I'm almost 100% certain it's 79. Which to me is a silly thing that their prices are the same prices as ours.
Don't forget, yeah. I also took pictures of the quote unquote license cards. Now this don't be confused for like monetary transactions, like I don't know, Nintendo coins or some shit. No, these are little things that you get that you turn in a code through the network of what your respective platform is to get the license of a copy of a game that you can download digitally. They're still full price.
You're gonna laugh. So your deluxe, the Switch 1 to deluxe was $74 used up here, and then the one I'm looking at right now is about close to the same price. So Bob, you are technically paying. We're paying less than you're paying for your product.
My question is, are these dollar values changed at all for US and Canada, or for the suppliers, are we considered like one set unit, like the Americas? Because let's be honest, whenever you think Americas, yeah, technically Canada's included, same with Mexico.
But no, you should be paying. We should be paying like, for example, this Resident Evil Requiem. That was 74. Saw it at the GameStop. That made sense. The Pokemon Pokepedia was also $74. But this Resident Evil like that special box that's $89. That's the same price I had there. Both were $89.
That's what I'm thinking is like, or do they consider just our market the American market, quote unquote? Yeah. Like they just wrote both of us in. That's why our prices are so comparable.
So okay, here's another amusing thing. You also have the special pro members shit. We don't have that here. That got banned in Canada. That legit got banned. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm assuming it's because it's considered gambling or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, I'd say I want them deets. The same way you gave me this order to go to GameStop, I want those deets why you don't have like memberships programs like that anymore.
We never had it here. I'll call and ask. I'll actually call and ask.
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious why they would get that, because all that is customer loyalty. It's like, hey, I mean, for fuck's sake, Nintendo already gets away with it with their own network, I guess, because it's not a physical place in Canada. They can get away with it on the system.
I'm pretty certain we don't have that. I can ask right now. Because I know I've never seen it in my thing. I'm looking at boobies right now, but that's Neither here nor there. No, that's kind of funny because my thing is literally skewed up to the boobies for some weird reason. That's weird. Hold on here. Give me a sec here. Because it popped up on YouTube, and the first thing I saw on the YouTubes was some cosplayer with big boobs. Like, what the hell? Wasn't what I was looking for. Does GameStop up here in Canada have a pro member?
In the meantime, I want to give a quick thank you. Obviously, the people will stay unnamed for their own privacy, but I wanted to thank the individuals of the GameStop store, the workers. They were cool with me coming in, taking pictures. They had no issue with it. They just said, "Hey, no pictures of the employees, and you're good to go." It's like, yeah, I'm just taking pictures of the games and their prices, so we can do a live stream. But they're real chill about it, and I just want to thank them.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. I do appreciate that. It's not the, again 50% of the time. It's not unless it's like it's not usually the people here. So GameStop in Canada does not have a paid pro membership offered in the U.S. Instead, we have what are called free loyalty points called Edge Rewards. However, should note Edge Rewards is officially ending on November 5th, 2026. Yeah, we're losing it for some reason.
Oh,
you collect points.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh.
You get a boost to like trade-ins, and you get some points when you trade shit in. So you can add it to your cost when you buy a game if you trade in a.
They do have stuff like that.
Yeah.
Same with the pro membership over here. I remember seeing like a little sticker or something that said, "Hey, turn this in and you get like some store credit," kind of thing, like a little trade-in store credit.
Yeah. So no, we got some silly shit. Oh, I keep going wrong way.
Yeah, but definitely take a look at those little cards. I think they had one for every console. I think I missed the ones for Xbox One, but it literally is just a little piece of cardboard that has a code that you turn into your respective network to say, "I have a license to download this game because I paid X money."
Yeah, basically.
Which is kind of funny. I'm sorry, I got to keep going. Which is kind of funny because you buy it in the place where you can get the physical fucking copy of the thing and be more secure.
The funny thing about some of these, I got to be honest, in some occasions, the stores won't own the physical copy. The only way you can get this copy. The thing is, if you were to try to get these through sales, it would be fundamentally better for you.
Okay.
Amusing thing.
How the fuck is Among Us going for $25? Why?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Oh, I love this shit. Your new game of Kirby's Dream Land Deluxe. See, you guys are still doing this. Up here in Canada, we're not doing this for Switch. For some reason, our Switch, your Deluxe, is over $20 cheaper than mine brand new. That's insane.
Sorry, I know you point out the game, but I just gotta look at the crispness of this photo. God, I have a good camera on my phone. That is a crisp photo.
That's an old phone. You got
by today's standards, yes, this thing is like 7 generations out of date, but it fucking works and it was cheap. Fuck you.
I'm not gonna lie, like some of these games, Bob, like it might be cheaper for me to fundamentally float you the equivalent cost and just have you buy them for me. They're like way cheaper. That's it. And this, the Final Fantasy Zodiac Age is so much more cheaper. It's laughable.
Now, do you think they're going to do the same thing that whenever I tried getting you an Amazon gift card, where it's like, oh, you're out of country? You think they're going to be all stinky about it?
Yeah. You know why they've been doing that late? I've noticed they've been doing that lately with a lot of stuff, and it's kind of pissing me off as a gamer because I've had a network. There was a time years ago when my buddies all moved out and we had networks. People would send me money and I would get them games that were fundamentally cheaper at the local GameStop or the local
Oh,
thing, and I pop
what's up? I just
$2.
spotted that. What was that? Paper Mario for $60.
Yeah, you know how much that's 70, almost $80. That's
Is
$80.
that a new remake? Is that like a
No,
new Paper
no,
Mario, or is that just a remake of the old
no,
one?
no. That is a remake. That is the remake. Is almost $70
Fuck
up.
you, emulator. That's
Yeah.
all I gotta say. Fuck you, emulator.
Yeah, it's bullshit, right? I've told people before. This is why I like. Again, I'm not against. Here's my problem. I am not for. I'm not for. I'm not for piracy. A lot of people. Oh, you're a pirate. You believe in stealing. No. I don't. I believe in fair prices for shit. Like I believe in equal and fair prices. If you don't give me a fair price, like
He's
you're
not a
giving.
pirate. He's against greed.
I'm a privateer. Would be the best way to put it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like he's not a pirate. He's just against corporate greed.
Yeah, and this is corporate greed. That game is almost $80 up here. I know. I know. I saw it recently, brand new. And used, it's only $20 cheap. It's only $10 cheaper.
Oh, dude, I almost spun like a top whenever they told me Tomodachi Life was $100.
We're not there
And
yet.
then
We're not there. Yeah.
I know. Sorry.
Keep going. Keep going. I'm going to take a quick peek. So I gotta think. The fact that
What do I keep going on? Fuck. He left me at a dead end here. It was like, we're not talking about that, and I was about to talk about it. Fuck. Oddly enough, whenever I was taking these pictures, I didn't notice too many remakes. I was just like, the only thing my brain went to was what is new and what is pre-owned, because that was the specifications I was ordered to look at. Like the games, the only time I would like, what's the word, like pick out a certain game is if it was a well-known title, you know.
Yeah, but for me, I know most of these games because of my. I've been collecting video games for over 30 years. I've been doing D&D for 20, and I've been playing video games for 30. So video games are more important to me than Dungeons and Dragons.
That is 50 years of geekdom experience. All will bow before this man.
No, it's about 40 years of geekdom experience, but 45 if you really want to get too technical.
Hail to the chief!
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
hail the chief!
Funny thing is, I'm not the oldest motherfucker on the market when it comes to this type of shit. That Pikmin can go fuck itself. The Pikmin 1 and 2.
Yeah, the Pikmin.
How much Pikmin 1 and 2? I'm gonna price compare right now. Pikmin 1 and 2 in Canada. Hold on. You are going to fucking laugh. I'm gonna give you the Walmart price for Pikmin 1 and 2 for the Switch. Pikmin 1 and 2 Switch. No, it just said I'm in 1 and 2. Goddamn autocorrect. Okay. So I got the Walmart price. Okay, Walmart, brand new. Yours is $49.99. $80.
That's damn near double the price.
Walmart, double the price. If I was to get the bundle for the base bundle for it, 60, and this is just a card. This is the game, just a card, $64. That makes a little more sense. But the fact that the Walmart price, you do not want to. I am going to Walmart sometime in the next 2 days. I'm going to be going to Walmart. When I show you the prices of Walmart, the things they want for Walmart. Oh, You guys.
One thing I did ask,
Yeah.
they didn't have a bin.
No.
I kind of missed the bin. I was asking if they had a bin games, because I would have sorted through that and got you so many pictures of those, but they don't use the bins anymore.
Yeah, they don't keep the bins anymore. You want to know why they? You want to know why they destroy the fucking? They don't sell. They throw them out.
I kind of like the bins. I'll be real with you. I would have never discovered Warhawk if it wasn't for the bins.
They do not destroy. They will, if a game is not thing, they take a fucking pair of scissors to it and fucking scratch the fuck out of it. And they destroy. And if the code boxes don't thing, they send the code. They send the codes back.
Or the code one, at least the code one isn't fucking destroying it.
Oh, here's the best thing. You know, sometimes they do. They actually cut them. They're incented. They're incented to destroy these objects. Again, I don't feel
to keep them rare.
Yeah, yeah. If you got a bunch of a game, for example, that's what happened with the Fallout stuff. For little known fact, that Fallout 76, some of those game codes ended up just being they just fucking destroyed them. Now you know why I hate. See, I don't hate the people working at these places, man. The people working at these places don't deserve the fucking slack. They don't deserve the slack. You know who deserves the slack? Is the fucking companies. Very similar to the Mega Brick shit. This is why, you know, I don't believe in, like, because the Mega Brick stuff, their apparently sales have gone down by 30%. And that's awful. That's fucking horrible.
Ooh.
And the thing is, it's the corporate that's the problem. It's not the fucking organizations, it's the corporates. A part of me agrees, vote with your wallet. If you believe if you believe corporate head, if you believe I hate to say it, it's going to be a body count one way or another. We are fighting a corporate war right now in society. I've said this time and time again. We are fighting a war where they don't give a fuck. They just want you to buy your product. Like, when I know that some of these copies...
Come, piggies. Come to the slop trough. Come on down.
Yeah, come down to the slop trough. Like, dude, when I know that some of these game discs don't have discs in them, they just have a fucking code inside, that to me...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that to me shows me what's going on. Like, actually, the PS4 stuff is so cheap, it's actually worth buying. Now,
bold opinion.
Yeah.
I'm also of the opinion that if your game has microtransactions of any sort, instantly that dips the base value.
Yeah, it should. It should.
That should outright nuke the base value. That means sports games are going to be selling for like maybe $10.
Yeah, exactly.
No world will FIFA ever go above $10 because the amount of microtransactions that are in them.
Yep. Yeah. Now the N64 stuff was shocking. So you said the Pokemon Snake.
Yes, the Pokemon games were the most expensive out of that group. Though I think the Mario one was going for like 100 something.
You know what's funny about that? The Paper Mario, like I'm looking at the Paper Mario and shit. What made me kind of chuckle, most of these games are in shit condition. Like,
oh yeah, whenever
I
was looking at the bottom of those cards, it was filthy.
Yeah, these games are in horrible condition. Like, and the fact that they're going to ask for $100 when I had games, I've had games that are in mint condition compared to this, and it makes me mad. It does make
the
me
Pokemon
mad.
Stadium, I think, was going for 75.
Yeah, but look at how bad this Paper Mario is, and they want $100 for this. Like, this actually looks like it won't run.
Hold up.
Like, they want $100. Oh, sorry, the Tamagotchi. My bad. They want $100 for something like that. Looks this shitty. This shitty. This has been.
I think that Paper Mario.
On.
I think that
the fight works.
Oh yeah, I think the Paper Mario was actually going for 30.
Oh, okay. But you said $100. I'm like, oh my god. Okay.
No, so I confused it for the Tomodachi Life. The Tomodachi Life one goes for 100. the little SD
Oh,
card.
but these Pokemon, even these Pokemon games, Stadium and Snap, they look really shitty condition. Like these should be not in this bad condition for the prices they want. And then we have our last bit, our Tamagotchi life. This.
Now, that's not to be confused with the new one that you see all the VTubers and everyone streaming.
Yeah.
That is the old school one. That is $99, just straight hundo.
And again, they're not in good condition. That's what makes me mad. It's like.
Yeah, the manager took it out of the packaging for me. I did not lay a single finger on this stuff. The only reason I did touch something was actually the SD card for the 64 stuff, and that's just to get it in center for the camera view.
Yeah. Well, I do appreciate them letting us look at this stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, the prices they want are absolutely fucking nut jobby.
Yeah, they didn't have a label. They had to look it up on the computer, which made the info gathering a little more difficult because I didn't have a pen and paper on hand.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So next we're going to be looking at Quest for the Dungeon Master. So I've been talking to Bob about D&D, the cartoon. I know Bob hates that. He hates that. But can I be perfect?
I fucking hate mascot characters in general.
Can I be honest? At one time, CBS, this was a top-rated show and was #1 for both seasons, and was one of their highest-rated kids cartoon show at the time.
One moment. Allow me to pull up the board game website.
So this game was so popular, they made a board game, and I had to look at this because the fact that this is a board game for a kids show about a board game.
Yeah, it's a card game relating to the D&D universe, some other tavern game, and then there was another one where it was like fucking Candyland with Dritz.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I was like, excuse the fuck out of me.
Bob, give me the name of that. We will be looking at that board game next.
Oh, we're gonna have to probably take another trip, and I don't know how available he is because that Barnes and Noble is like 5 towns over from me.
No.
That's walking on the highway.
Just get me the name. You can find it online. We will look that shit up because my favorite boy. That's the best boy.
Oh, dude, that man was plastered in many different art styles all over the place.
Yeah. All right. So this is Quest for the Dungeon Master. So no, at one time this was considered one of the #1 kids show of all time. And the funny thing is, for those that don't know, I'm going to get into a little bit of the lore so everyone knows here. For those that don't know, this fucking bad boy, it wasn't the Satanic Panic that took it down. A lot of people think it was. No, it wasn't. It was legitimately they got taken down by what was going on in TSR. There was some horrible shit going on in TSR. Some of it was Gary's fault. I don't deny this was Gary's fault. Gary Gygax fucked up. Some of it wasn't. Like, let's be honest. I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm not trying to step on the man on a dead man's grave. But let's be honest. That's legitimate what happened. Okay, so go ahead, Bob. Explain the Quest for the Dungeon Master.
Okay. So Quest for the Dungeon Master, which was made in 1984.
Look at this board, Bob.
Yeah. Sorry, had a hair in my face.
Yeah. How fucked up.
As an overall rank of 4.5, it's anywhere from 2 to 6, 45-minute playtime, ages 6 and up.
Yeah.
4.5. Right. And that's out of 10, right?
Yeah, I do like this board game. This board game is absolutely horrible, but at the same time, I like it.
It's like so bad, it's good.
Yeah.
All right. The hell? Normally they have like a readout.
I know. I didn't see one for.
based on a cartoon show to be the first to rescue the DM from Warduke. Choose the correct cards to play in order to move ahead, or you will be sent back. Whoever reaches the end first wins. This is unironically D&D Candyland.
It is D&D Candyland, yep.
We got images.
By the way, another thing I found out through my research, Eric was never supposed to be in the game in the show. They put Eric in the show after the fact, which I some of my research. He was supposed to be like so they the reason they made him a prick was that, and there's Bobby the Barbarian.
Yeah. So what I'm able to see here is they have these little cards as opposed to like the little plastic kids from Candyland, or in some renditions it's gingerbread men. I think the most recent 2008 Candyland had the gingerbread men pieces. These are like little standing cards.
Yeah,
is what these little tiles look like.
Yeah,
oh,
it's not exactly
this.
Yeah.
Oh, this is blurry as shit.
I know.
Fantasy
right?
adventure game for 2 to 6 players, ages 6 and up. Object of the game that is so blurry I can't read that. Look at the playing pieces. Look at the playing cards. How to set up the game. The fact that they couldn't like transcribe this piece of paper into the overall description is a crime.
Well, my thing is finding this would be so fucking bad. Oh God, what did they do to Eric? What did they do to my boy?
Which one's Eric again?
The Cavalier, the fucker I'm looking at right now. Look at that motherfucker. Holy shit, is that bad? Oh my God. Oh! Yeah. They made
God,
Stella
he looks like young Quagmire.
Yeah, they did. They made Stella look good. And then you got what's her face? What did they do to her? Holy fuck! The Amazon. The acrobat. Oh my God!
Acrobat was my favorite. Where is she? I'm waiting for the video to catch up.
What the fuck?
Holy shit! Look what they did to my girl.
Can I say this is racist? Are we gonna get in trouble for being racist on YouTube now?
Well, no, because we didn't create this.
We didn't create this. It's not us. Fuck you, YouTube.
I'm about to say, remember, we didn't create this. We are reviewing a product that came out in '84.
Look at the Dungeon Master's face. Oh my God.
Were they trying to make him look happy or absolutely zonked out of their mind?
Like T-Mac.
Holy shit, the Dungeon Master.
I know, but like Stella.
Brian?
Stella looks fine.
Wait a second. Did the Dungeon Master always have that bump on top of his head?
1 second. This just decided to have a hissy.
He looks like Soda Popinski from Punch-Out with that tall cranium.
Yeah. This is being weird today. I apologize. It's acting odd. There we go. Like Bobby looks bad. Venger doesn't look too bad. Hank doesn't. It's like
black screen. It's back.
Yeah, someone was drawing like Hank looks good. You know, Magic User looks good. Venger looks good. Uni looks good. And then you get to Bobby. Someone else drew this after a certain point. Then you get Hank. And then you get Stella. Stella looks good. Then you get fucking, what's her face in the dungeon? Like, she doesn't even have eyes. What the fuck? Why did it do that? I don't know. It's being weird.
Is it just me or does Uni look like a My Little Pony character? They gave Uni the pretty eyes for some fucking reason.
Oh, man. No, this art style is absolute train wreck. I do apologize.
Unintentional Ahegao faces.
It really is. But no, for me, it's sad because this game looks like it would be a solid game. It does look like a solid game.
Solid game of Candyland. I'm here to play D&D, not Candyland.
It does. I think.
Now, unless David Bowie is like, "Hey, adventurers, you're gonna play fucking Candyland," well, I guess I'm gonna sit and play ball.
Yep.
Why? Because it's David fucking Bowie. I don't have a choice in the matter.
It like the funny thing is this animation looks really good. Like the character art looks really good. Like that looks good. It's like
they could have made the faces a little better. Just an average smiling face would have been fine.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm a little what the fuck. But this is the game that people, like I said, we again, I can't find any information on this board game. Like it's very little information. Like I might see if someone maybe created this or put this on. Like you could scan this and make this for Board Game Simulator. So I'll see if it's on Board Game Simulator, but I'm assuming it's not. We're gonna go back to the kitty cat now. Hopefully the cat will pop up shortly. No, the cat's gonna say, cat's not gonna show up shortly. Now the cat shows up. So we are having fun looking at stuff, but we are getting to the next big thing. Conan the Adventurer. Conan, man without fear.
Yeah, Conan. Back to the Hyborian Age.
Conan, this PDF.
I'll be honest with you, I still stick with that mentality where I may not care about a character as much as other people because I tend to take more interest in the world that is actively against them.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, these PDFs suck. I apologize. I am looking into buying a proper PDF. I have to.
May I put my 2 cents down after you get this?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Because it's one thing to create a character, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you're writing, but making a world that the character's in and making sure they mesh well enough is a whole nother beast.
It is. It takes
that is why I have more interest in the world, but it also has to be a world that makes sense and has its own internal rule set that it plays by. It's like, normally I wouldn't be a guy to pick up on things like Witch Hat Altair at all because I don't really have a vested interest in Magic.
Uh-huh.
But when it has its own rule set and it makes sense and isn't some random bullshit that was concocted out of nowhere, it's like, yeah, okay, I can roll with this.
It's some random bullshit concocted out of nowhere. So this is the comics. This is our fun that is. We are actually finally getting to a book we actually already reviewed on Space Geeks. I believe this is the Elephant Tower. We'll see how. Yes, this is the Tower of the Elephant, which we actually reviewed already.
Is that the one with the Strangler in it?
No, that's the one. This is the one with the actual elephant in it.
Yeah, the Strangler.
Strangler.
So the elephant wasn't named the Strangler, but the Strangler was one thing Conan had to get through before getting deeper into the Tower of the Elephant.
That's a different book. That's the one with the cannibals.
They both had the cannibals. And a lady who really was not chill on dropping that N-bomb.
Yeah, but the Tower of the Elephant had nothing to do with that. It's a different story. They're talking about Bel, the god of thieves. And this is where we get the infamous where Conan sits down with this guy. Do we get it? Do we get the famous thing where he's like, there's always a way, despite the courage, cowards get out of my sight. And first mocking me, then he lays hands on me. I'll stand for no more. And he knocks him unconscious. Oh, we didn't get that. Boo! We did get the inner monologue. One of the best monologues in fucking book history. Where, civil men can act uncivil because they have no fear of an act to the face. The reason we watch police video footage where people get that's partially it. Boo. Yeah, this is the White Ivory Tower, Bob. You're thinking of the Shadows of Kabash, I believe, or something like that was the name of the book. That's the one where Conan hooks up with the hot blonde, the hot half girl.
Nope.
No, this is not that.
No, I'm thinking of the Tower of the Elephant.
No, different book.
I know exactly what I'm talking about. Prime reason is because that hussy, whose apparent husband was the captain of the Stygian Guard.
Yeah.
But she a hussy.
You meant, yeah, no, you were wrong book because there's no hussy in this book. He does not hook up
with the elephant. Well, yeah,
Nope.
He doesn't hook up with her because she's the
Tower of the Elephant. He does not meet a hussy. You are thinking of the one where he steals the ring.
I don't remember ring stealing.
Yeah.
And the large elephant god at the bottom of this area where Conan has to go to.
Yeah, you're mixing books together.
The book I'm talking about.
You're mixing books together. You are literally mixing. I swear to God, Bob, I'm not kidding. That's a different. Where's the hussy? We haven't seen her yet.
What, in this fucking comic panel? I don't give a fuck about the comic panel. Keep scrolling.
He runs into the famous thief that they kind of help each other out. Then they climb up, and then unfortunately, he uses some poison to defeat them. But what does it for him is he unfortunately gets stung by a spider, and that's how this goes.
Zoth.
Yeah, Zoth. Yes, you are right, and he dies by the spider.
Now, is this the Slurry Pit woman?
Nope.
Well, it's not the Slurry Pit woman, so I am still right.
No, he runs into the elephant now. This is the elephant that he runs into and talks to. And he has the tale of how he got caught.
Why is Zoth just a fucking ball on legs? It's like, Zoth's a bit more than that.
Now we're gonna fight. Now he fights the evil wizard.
If I do recall, Zoth has goddamn sword blades for fangs. Or the closest equivalent to that, which is like steel fangs with a fine edge.
Yeah, so he sees the future of the world through his visions.
He sees the coming of Christ. Sorry.
There we go. And there we go. Now the tower collapses. No hussy. No strangler.
Well, yeah, because you're reading the fucking comics.
Nope. I'm telling you, Bob. You got. Bob's memory is going, and he doesn't understand that his memory is going.
Says the Grand Elder.
Yeah, I will even look at I will even do a chapter 5 look, just in case we have another book that. No, that's Zerkarath's daughter. That's a different story. No, Bob. Unfortunately,
I'm going off the books we read, not this fucking comic panel.
No, that was actually that comic. From what I could see, was almost page for page. That was actually very good. I'm gonna check one more just to check. Nope, I don't know that one. The Devil Sing. I think, yeah, they're starting to jump around from it, but I'm checking the comics right now because you made me wonder now.
Because last I recall, in Tower of the Elephant, Conan didn't have a dream sequence with fucking Zoth the Spider God.
He never did his dream sequence with Zoth. He had a dream sequence after fighting the creature. When he talked to the elephant, it gave him memories. I'm sorry, Bob. You got two books mixed up.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Go ahead. Re-listen to the Tower of the Elephant King and prove me wrong. Bob, in the back of Bob's mind, he's like, motherfucker, am I wrong? No, that actually kept true to the book in a lot of ways. I'm actually very surprised. I'm secretly not. I actually knew some of these books kept true. Fuck off. Don't miss 90% off bullshit. Turn that all off. You're not supposed to do that. I hate how Steam does that, but yeah, there we go. All right. So, oh, keep driving is not on. We have our Steam up. Are we seeing it driving? Yes, we are. Okay. Cat is going. Wow. There we go. And it's a little thick today. See if we can make that a little more straight. You okay, Bob? You've gone quiet on me.
The book I'm thinking of is Shadows in Zambula.
Yep, you are. Told you, Shadows in something.
Oh, but you couldn't get the name right. Oh, he couldn't say Zambula.
I don't remember. Me remember names?
Yep, sorry, you get half credit back. I'm keeping this other half.
Yeah, Yeah, what other half's that? The half where you completely forget the book and the name of the book and like mesh two together?
Yeah, because I never read The Tower of the Elephant. I never fucking read it, but there was a motif of an elephant god in Shadows of Zambula after the Strangler.
No, you read that one. We reviewed it. Like, I'm serious.
I remember.
I am being honest with you.
I'm pretty sure that is a book that I forgot to read and then you talked about it.
No, I reviewed it. No, we actually we read it together. Bob's like, you're not having a good one. Your memory's failing, Bob. Come on, gotta keep at it. Poor Bob. Don't worry, Bob. I got you. Okay, so we got a gas problem we're gonna deal with soon. All right, we're back on the road, boys. We're gonna be playing a little bit of that, then we're gonna go back to our favorite little game, our little Zelda game. I haven't gotten copyright claim for this game, so I'm kind of happy about that. But I'm also afraid of being copyright claimed for that. Oh. Oh, my character's satisfied. He's having a good day. Uh-oh. We have ourselves a rotting corpse. Okay, so, first off. Bam. No, I always think it's kind of interesting with Conan, and like his work has always been fun, in my personal opinion. I always like what people do with that. So, speaking about Conan, what's your thoughts on the? We're going to be talking about retro stuff, but what's your thoughts on the fact that they want to make another live-action Conan TV show? They're talking about it again, Bob.
I'll see what the results are. That's my honest opinion. I don't have any hope. It's fun to get my hopes up in today's era. Really think they're going to do Conan justice?
Is it that bad now for us in society at this point? Like you literally are like,
I'm not going to the main theater. Like, what do you call that? The main showing? I ain't going to that for Conan. I'll wait till the reviews come out. It's gotten that bad. that I don't even touch certain games until at least a streamer pays the tax and reviews it. The only time I ever bit the bullet is if the game looks that interesting to me, that it's like, I need this now. Or it has good rep, you know, games like Mortal Shell. I'm looking forward to Mortal Shell 2.
Wow, that really does shock me that you're just like, fuck Salt.
Absolutely. The amount of letdowns that I've been through has hardened me into a cynic.
We are like that is actually very surprising for me as a gamer, because in my personal opinion, like, you figure like the fact, like, we're that bad now at this point, aren't we? Like, look at what with Conan. Look at what, like, Doctor Who's gone. Like, there's no Doctor Who.
I know a lot of people who are big fans of Doctor Who.
You're talking to one right here. Like, that hurts. That actually hurts. That not only did they destroy Doctor Who, they did it for the fucking agenda, and that really irks me as a human being, because again, that was something I watched with my grandpa. Like, I have.
They go by this quote. This mantra is their code: politics before product.
Yeah, my grandfather wasn't exactly the best man on the planet, and he died of cancer. And I lost a man who a lot of people in my family did not like. I won't get into the messy details, but to say that my he wasn't exactly a good person, but he was always good to me. And I have some fond memories. Some of them are fucking pretty sketchy. Like I said, he used to take me go late night to go to a fucking pool hall so he could go fucking get drunk and smoke cigars with his old war buddies. But, the guys he knew and the biker guys he hung out with. But that was, my grandpa. I'm not exactly, I don't exactly look negative towards that. It was kind of an interesting thing in my life. But the fact is that is legit. Like, he got, like, a lot of this stuff is like, that was our thing. We used to watch late night Doctor Who. I was scared of the Doctor Who music back in the day. It's evil, I used to say when I was a kid. I was actually terrified of it. Like, and my grandfather what he would do is he'd turn the sound off to Doctor Who, and that was how he was able to get me to, like, watch Doctor Who. So it was like, doo-doo. Do. Like, that's how we did it. Like, it was a way for him to cheat me. Hey, I got more mythical porn, Bob. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
More forest porn, the fabled mythical stuff.
More Japanimation.
No, more forest porn, not Japanimation. I never said Japanimation.
I don't know, you're talking about your past, so I thought I'd bring up the old name that anime was previously known as.
No, not that. I'm going to take a nap with this.
Is it bad that at times whenever this guy goes on a tangent about his past, my eyes just glaze over? Sometimes he gets me. Sometimes he actually has a story that I'm like, I'm in there, but I don't know. This one I was like, eh. He's not going into detail, so it's not really a story.
I did go into
an anecdote.
Yeah, it was a personal thing between me and my grandpa.
Okay, there you go. That's all you need to say. Just that.
Well,
I went tangent about a fucking pool bar and shit. It's like, if you're not going to give me extra details on that, then shut the fuck up.
Okay.
In the most respectful way possible.
Okay, let's see what I can.
You know how you always try to keep things concise. I gotta hit you with your own stick. Alright, so our main subject matter was how they're butchering games, politics before product. And somehow, every company decided to just go hook, line, and sinker with this idea. Was it just me, Chief, or where everything just placed on hopes and dreams, because if I'm a CEO of a company, I'm gonna keep my eye on that fucking line of sales.
Yeah, I know. That seems suspicious to me too. That seems suspicious to me too, and I've been asking that question for a long fucking time.
It's like, you're telling me, Mr. Moneybags over here isn't keeping an eye on his steady flow of product? The only way that someone would keep his eye off of it isn't distractions. No, because businessmen make time. They always do. Time is money.
Yep.
Is if they had a subsidy. Somebody who's like, hey, don't worry about this. I'll pay you to not worry about it. Question is, who's that shadow hand? Who is that?
Yep, I agree. I fucking 100% agree with you.
Because once we find out who that is, and then we find the lines that they're linked to, all of a sudden this spiderweb's going to start looking rather circular.
I think there is I totally agree with you. I think there is a
yeah. It's like, think of it like this, Chief. You don't like being jibbed $20, right? Like, if I just, out of nowhere, nabbed a $20 bill off you, you'd be like, hey, what the fuck? But if I nabbed the $20 bill and gave you a $50, you wouldn't be thinking about that now, would you?
No, I would.
That is the point I'm making to the good people out here. Who's that shadow hand? Who's that mysterious man standing at the light?
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And it is shady. We're starting to see these prices, and we are starting to see, like I said, I'm not a pirate. If you let me buy my stuff, buy my product for the proper price, fuck, you got my opinion, you got my respect. I don't. But if you fucking show up and act like oh, well, we're gonna skim off the top and steal $1,000 off you, how about fuck yourself? Because that's gonna be my response.
And then they add on the fact that you have Puritans. And what I mean by the Puritans is like, no, you got to get the real product. You can't emulate. They're how do I put this? I know some people who want the genuine article. I get that. There's still the people that kind of want that. But that's not necessarily feasible for everybody in the modern era. But you'll still find the Puritans who are like, no, you must have it. You can't emulate. Why are you doing that? They're like yes men for the company. Why are you being a yes man? They're not fucking paying you.
Yes men for the company. Like when you do retro gaming, for example, I hear people say they want the like. My belief is this: you do you. Fuck everybody else. You do you. If you want to have the official copy, go for it.
That's another problem with this era, good sir. People are so focused on what the guy next to him is doing. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, well, that's part of the get you own mentality. Like I've said before, it's that they're worried about the get you owns. They want their get you own, and I've never been a fan of that mentality. Like there has to be a little shit.
That good old boomer mentality. Got mine. And then they shrug at you, and then they walk out the room like they achieved something massive.
I wish it was just the boomer mentality. There's just a boomer mentality, Bob.
No, that was a quick example. Example. I know it pervades even further than that, but every boomer that whenever you see a video essay on, and I've even experienced this in real life. My old man has hit me with that fucking line. Got mine, shrugged, and then he walked out. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to realize that's we're in the problem. Yeah, we're in the fucking. But that's
you're just gonna throw me in the fucking slurry pit and call it a day? Well, fuck you too.
Okay, get your own doesn't necessarily mean that though. Get your own is, you're not working for it. You've never worked for it. But you're gonna you want it anyway. Good example of this. There's some good example of this, which in society you can see it now actually. But
no. What I'm saying with that slurry pit, they got a fucking escalator. We don't even get a ladder.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we're not talking about that legit.
Okay, we're keeping it small. Gotcha.
Yeah. We're talking. No, because get your own is like, for example, somebody's like, how to put it? Imagine like
Jabba the Hutt holding on to the last SD card of I don't know. Not Serious Sam. What was that other game you had? Something Little Samson.
Yeah. Like remember, my best way to put it, if we were to put it bluntly, is think of it like a, how to put it without being kind of silly with the matter. I'm trying to do this so it doesn't sound completely prickish.
Nah, be a dick.
Okay, we'll be a dick. Basically, you know how some people, like, when the whole sugar, like, okay, we're removing such and such program, and you can't have, like, the program's only going to be allowed to use this, this, and this, and this.
Oh, kind of like your GameStop Pro membership stuff over in Canada?
No, like, remember that the food bank thing?
Okay.
And people lost their shit and got super angry.
I'm trying to put the dots together. What went down at the food bank? Was it like we're not giving you
No.
proportion?
It's called SNAP benefits. Remember that?
Ah, SNAP. Yep. Okay, it's coming back. Oh yeah, after a certain nasty sickness rolled through.
Yeah.
And then Uncle Sam kind of wanted his loan back.
Yeah. And again, I do not. A part of me is always going to say the same thing I said when I heard about that back in the day. I was like, well, that makes 100%. That I know where this program's going, and I think it's going to be one of those situations where the program is going to, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, they're going to be pissed.
Oh yeah, they're going to absolutely lose their minds because they think it's a free payout. It's like, no, this is a loan. That's disguised as a payout.
Yeah, because up here, that's what happened up here. I'm going to take a quick pee, and we'll get to programs.
I mean, hell, I still go with the mentality. Why are you taking a piss? I'll go on a little tangent. I still go with the mentality of nothing in this world is free. So, big government, the thing you really shouldn't be trusting is like, oh yeah, here, have $5,000. Everybody loses their fucking minds. Everybody's all happy, and it's like, me and the chief, and maybe a few other people out there were like, wait a second. Why would the government give us $5K for free to every single American that asks for it? Why would they do that? It's a loan. They're gonna come knocking wanting that money back, because that's how the government always works. Nothing's ever free.
So no, you're wrong.
Military was the same way.
Bob, you got the completely wrong program. What I'm trying to explain. Okay, the SNAP benefits were basically, what that is that it's basically what you'd call a food card. Up here we call them food cards. They will, if you have a wife and you have a kid, and you don't make so much, like low raises, they will cover up to a percentage of your funding to basically, like, they'll give you like basically food cards up here in Canada. These food cards are designed for people to buy, like, they get like $75, $80 to $90 worth of food. That's how that works up here. You guys have that too. It's called SNAP.
Yeah, but not only do we have SNAP, we also have EBT.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like that cutoff where it's for like proper food, no candies, no cigarettes? Is that the part you're talking? Ah, okay.
Yeah. So that shit, I'm not, again, for a guy who's worked at a food bank, I'm not against that. I'm all for, like, people, like, because I see these people that are low ranked, and it becomes this mentality of get your own, where they will legitimately
stay purposely low so you can get the maximum benefit.
No, it's not like that. Well, it's sort of like that. Kind of the best way to put it is their ignorance and stupidity usually keeps them down on the fucking ground. That's the honest truth.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not lying. This is like, they will spend more effort into get your own than to legitimately accomplish something beneficial. It's wild. Just having something quickly to eat because I was
Okay.
through. But
Oh, so you kept it so vague. I was actually like running in the wrong direction the whole damn time.
yeah, I was trying to explain it to you, but you went off. So
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, somebody had to take a piss, so I need to fill that empty air with something.
yeah, you did. Perfect. So the get your own mentality, the problem with the get your own stuff, when that shit went off back in the day, when that stuff was like, okay, good example of this. Back in the day, I knew guys who would not, they would get their paycheck. Not a single cent went to food. What they would do is they would hit every food box, every legitimately, and honestly, this is kind of crazy how they would do this. They would hit every fucking location they could get their hands on to buy, like, go to food banks, and they would hit every food bank. Now these guys are making $2,000-$3,000, like they're making, you know, above minimum wage. These guys are making almost quite a lot of cash. They're making so much cash that it just kind of made it laughable how much money these fuckers were making. Like, we're talking quite a lot of money. And they did legitimately, it was kind of amusing how much cash these guys would make. And I would be like, I'd be thinking to myself, wow, this guy's making like 6,000, like this guy made $6,000 last week. And he made like, that was what, 2,000 a week or something like that? Or no, he made one, I can't, somewhere around there. If you want to do the math, Bob, I'd appreciate that, but you know.
I ain't doing math. It's your story.
Okay. So this guy would, you know, do this, and I'd be like, wow, that's so much cash. And here he is at a food bank getting food. And I'm just like,
He saved his benefits to get food at a food bank, but instead of...
oh no, this is a guy that was working full time. He would take the day off to go to the food banks. And he didn't hit one food bank, by the way. Him, his wife, and his kids would hit every food bank.
Okay.
So this was a guy that would hit every food bank. Could you imagine? Like, and they never spent money on anything. They would refill bottled water. These guys were, Jesus fuck, these guys were infamous for doing stuff like that. And we all everyone at the food bank kind of knew that they were doing this. And again, it always went back to get your own. That's what get your own is. You don't need the programs. You don't have to have the programs. There's nothing stopping you from, you know, doing right by people. But you are, you know, you want your get your own, and you don't give a fuck that your own is not gone. You don't care. You don't give two fucks that everybody else needs something, and you're going to do it anyway. That's what get your own is. That's why you had people apparently, when they found out they couldn't get the sugary, they were going to lose the sugary treats, they ran and fucking did theft and shit. They started stealing sugary treats from fucking stores and shit. And I'm like, no, that's not how this works. That's you don't get free food on the matter. It's this little breakdown. Like they like the things this guy did was, some people would consider what he was doing, like, some people were like, oh, that's really smart. And then you find out, like, man, that's a lot of food that just went MIA for people, like, that needed food to live. Like, thanks,
every
Ab.
smart plan and every great action, there's always an adverse action.
Yeah.
At this point, it all comes down to where your picture frame is set, how you frame it.
Yeah, and it was insulting for a lot of people. A lot of us had to deal with that bullshit, had to deal with all of this. And We knew that he was hitting every food bank to do this. But the funny thing is, if you actually think about it from a logical perspective, purely logical, this man laughingly was spending more money on gas than getting food. Because he would drive to every food bank in town to get his groceries. A good example, I can't remember the name of the, like, there was a show that was actually based off people like this. It was funny because the Mormons would legitimately, we had Mormons there. And, you know, the Mormon thing was kind of funny because the Mormons would purposely, when they realized they would be there, because the Mormons were one of our best guys. I'm not going to lie. I fucking mad respect to the Mormons when it came to charity. When the Mormons when those guys, when they knew they were showing up that week, because if we had a week where we knew they were going to show up, they'd show up like fucking clockwork. If it wasn't one of them, it was the wife. If it wasn't this, it was this guy. We purposely, the Mormons would wait for those people to show up and then show up with food. The Mormons figured out who these fuckers were and they were like, nope, fuck off. I thought that was kind of funny that the Mormons did that. The Mormons were like, yeah, no, we're not, no, just no, fuck off. They purposely realized what these guys were doing, so they're like, uh-huh. So I've never seen Mormons do that before. That was the first time I ever saw a Mormon actually pull that off. I kind of liked how they did that. That was actually pretty clever of them. Like, they were pretty quick to be like, oh, these assholes. Okay, well, we're not gonna, like, we'll just wait. They never said these assholes, but, you know, it was kind of funny to watch them kind of work their magic. You still there, Bob, or did I lose you?
Oh, I'm still here.
Your thoughts on the Mormons' folly and how the Mormons were like, oh, those assholes.
Wait, Mormons? We're talking about Mormons now?
I was actually talking about the Mormons and how the Mormons, because we had Mormons that would go to the food banks back in the day, and they do that. And how the Mormons would wait for this family to leave before they would actually drop off the food supply.
Oh.
Yeah, because they realized what was going on. Because the Mormons would drop off extra food. I haven't volunteered, so I don't know how some of the Mormon families are. But when I was there, they were like some of the most respectable motherfuckers that were doing work there, and they were actually some of the nicest people I remember. They're always willing to help and everything, so I kind of had respect for them back then.
Fair enough.
So that's your get your own mentality. It's when somebody like doesn't care about anybody else, or they'll start a GoFundMe for like the most frivolous, stupid shit, but they got the GoFundMe up and running. And I'm like, well, that's great. You got the GoFundMe up and running. Congratulations. But you're a rotten bastard, and you actually, you know, did more damage than good. And your GoFundMe is a big problem and causes issues for everybody.
And this differs from the boomer mentality how?
The boomer mentality is usually, I got your own. I got mine now. It's not my job to do anything anymore. Your boomer mentality is, I'm already done.
Okay.
I'm out fishing. Go fuck yourself. I don't care about your society. I don't care about what you do. I'm going fishing. Gone fishing is that. Get your own, they always want more. It doesn't matter what it is, it's always more.
Yeah. Jeez, the chief went on a long roundabout tangent. When he could have just said something simple. Because with that example you gave with the charity of like, you create this thing, sounds great, yeah? But you cause more damage on your way and pocket everything. It's like, well, by all means, that's a simpler explanation than this one family going around town to all the food banks. Now, don't get me wrong, yours is a legit story, a real world example you can give.
That's why I did it.
But this is a matter of time. So, I want to know what is before Get Your Own. Or is Get Your Own the starting point? Because the got mine is the end point. That's where you have so much you don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
But the Get Your Own is the accumulation to that point.
Well, yeah, it's the difference is the gone fishing. The gone fishing is what that's what it's referred to. A lot of Gen Xers are the same way now. A lot of Gen Xers are just like, ah, fuck you, I got mine.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of Gen Xers don't care. A lot of Gen Xers.
Oh, that's right, you.
Yeah, a lot of Gen Xers don't. Like I'm an exception to the rule. I actually legitimately.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. I thought you said Gen Z for a second. My brain was like, really? I'm about to say, I don't even think we have anything to do that, but yeah, okay, Gen X, gotcha.
Gen Z is stuck in like, they want more, but they don't have it. They want that extra. Unfortunately, they're trapped between have and have-nots. There's a reason why you have a bunch of 20-year-olds that are legitimately like acting like they're fucking 16. And they're like, when they end up in jail, it's call my mom, call my mom, call my mom.
That was it. The 30 to 40-year-old woman. She's old enough to be post-menopause, and she's saying, "Call my mom." I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm about to say your mom's too old to be giving a shit right now. You're supposed to be an adult. Why you cause more issues for mom? Why you do that?
Yeah, why are you doing that? Why you hurting your mom that way? I know, I agree with you, and that's the truth. That's the truth. It's they don't understand that that's their energy. That's their own. They have made their decision, and it's kind of fucked that that's the decision they made. I don't agree with it, but that's the mentality. It's get your own. It's like remember the woman who's like, I gotta get to my job, and she can't just fucking go around this place. I gotta get to my work, and she just decides to drive through a parade. Remember that video we did?
Oh yeah.
That's get your own. Right there, that is get your own. That is, there's nothing else matters. It's narcissism. It's a nice way of saying narcissism, but narcissism in a level that even narcissists would be like, Jesus fuck.
But most narcissists aren't too outward their narcissism. Some of them, in order to the benefits that they have, usually like to keep it down to a certain level. Don't worry, I know a few narcissists in my life.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you'll know they're not. You'll know it, but they're not willing to say fuck salt and now have the entire community bear down on them and be known as that person. They're smart enough not to cross that line.
Yeah, the second you start crossing that line is when it becomes a problem, and that's why a lot even narcissists are like, holy shit. Like when a narcissist like, dude, what the fuck? But they will legit and honestly, they will have this level of the only way to put it's that it is legitimately, like I said, it's get your own. Get your own. Gotta get your own. Doesn't matter. Gotta get your own. Did they give you yours? No, you didn't get yours. Well, you gotta get your own. And that is a scary. Like I've even said to people over the years, that is a scary, scary, scary mentality.
Because even our ancestors understood the what was it? The reason thieves were hanged is because of how deeply theft of something, no matter how small, can deeply affect something.
Yeah.
As like, if he steals food, that's a lot of starving people. And in some people's eyes, that real-world story you gave an example of could be seen as thievery in some people's eyes.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, it got so common that Frank Schmidt, the man's diary that I have, is like, thief hanged on this date. He hung so many fucking thieves that he didn't even give them a name or their crime. It was just thief hanged on this date. There was one date where he had like a 3-hat trick where it was 3 thieves hanged. A lot of things we take for granted, especially Chief, you can realize this all culminates to the definition of first world problems.
It really does. And
my goodness.
It is, but it's absolutely terrifying when you think about what these fuckers are capable of doing to people. Like, it really is actually generally scary.
And they also go on this mentality of, this just popped in my head. You know what? That may be it. They know how much of a skeezy fuck they are. Or maybe they don't. Or they have this mentality that everyone's just like them. So they have to be the biggest rat, the absolute snake of the snakes. Because normally when you do good charity or you are nice to somebody or help them out, that can bond into a friendship or they'll help you out as part of the social contract.
Yeah,
that's normally how you do it, especially with your neighbors. I mean, hey, guy needs help with internet. Guy needs help is like, hey, can you hold up this light while I fix this engine? Yeah, no problem. You don't even gotta pay me. I'm your neighbor. No problem.
Yeah.
I can, like, anytime I can, I'll help out the old lady. They're always carrying some heavy shit.
Yeah, and that's how it is. You got it, and that will do you better in some ways. Because again, I get, I help out people. You know what? I get people help me with groceries. I don't have. I have opportunities where I've had people do stuff for me and vice versa. Like, I get people set up with stuff. Like, I've done a lot of that over the years where I've helped out people. And like I said, that's how you do life, man. That's the right way. You gotta, like, oh sure, you don't have to be you don't have to be the fucking martyr for fuck's sake.
You don't gotta be a saint. But if you can help out and you got the time, help them out.
Yeah, help people. It really does, and it matters. Sometimes it really matters, and they'll go out of their way for you too. Like, I've had people go out of their way for me. Like, a good example of this is I call them actually. I have a fun name for these people. They're called grubblers. And when I lived at one of my previous places,
new species unlocked, grubblers.
Yeah. I used to have these grubblers. They would show up at my door, and they'd be like, I had one grubbler. Toilet paper, bag, 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 bag. Toilet paper, bag, 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 bag. Toilet paper. I'm like, okay, I got a roll for you. I gave her half a roll. Gave her like at least a day's worth of fucking, like, that's at least a couple days. 5 seconds later, 10 seconds later, she comes on the door. Toilet paper. And I can see the toilet paper in her hand. They just gave her.
Oh, he thinks you stupid.
And I'm like, sorry, I'm all out. And she would come to my toilet paper, and then she asked for something else. And I'm like, no.
My goodness.
I used to have someone come to my door, and he used to have a fun little name for stuff. Oh, can I have squirts? Yeah, squirts.
I do it.
Yeah.
I was waiting. Because whenever I'm on call with Chief, sometimes that grubbler would come by and I'd hear the background conversation. And I'm just like, what the fuck? The fuck is a squirt? Like the first time that ever happened, I was like, what the hell is a squirt?
Yeah. Squirts. He'd say that to me and be like, yeah, okay, but I don't got it. Sorry right now. Sorry, I don't have it. And he'd be like, oh. And then I would say, hey, what do you got? What do you got in return? Because my rule is, you know, if you keep asking, I'm gonna ask for something back. Oh, sure,
dude,
you'll get it.
I pray for the day that some of these people interact and try to make a deal with the Fae and don't pay their end of the bargain. It's like, oh my god. No.
Yeah.
There's a reason in lore, there's always a contract here. You give me this, you receive this. And if you don't do that, a curse upon your house. It was also a way to tell people, it's like, hey, the guys you're living with, your neighbors and all that, there's always that social contract. It's a quid pro quo. They don't always have to be of the same value, but sometimes it can be a favor later.
Yeah, don't ever treat people like they're just walking mats. But get your own don't matter. Get your own already made.
Don't treat people like walking vending machines that you don't gotta pay money for.
Yep.
There's still value and merit in the services that anything does. Anything. Could be a fucking dog, for fuck's sake.
Yep. Like, I would, to be perfectly honest, if you were to say to me, you know, if we were to create a food program, but all you're able to get was fresh goods, and they didn't have to, they got to pay, let's say they got to pay 50% less, just fresh. It all has to be good, healthy food. I'd be fucking all for that. Fuck, my poor ass would probably take advantage of that. Like, fuck, that's how it works, right?
Oh yeah. Get yourself some stews you can make with that cabbage. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm all for that shit. I'm all for that game. You want to do that, do it. That works for me as a human being, and I am fucking 10 points in. 10 points in.
But
I got no
real quick.
Yo.
My original point is with these got mine or get your own mentality. They believe everyone else is just like them, even if they don't realize it.
No.
Because they're so wrapped up in their own, I guess you'd say, ivory tower of narcissism, if I'm going to be a little poetic about it, that they believe, oh, if I give this person something, they're not going to give me anything in return, because that's not something I would do. Oh, that apple they gave me, that's free. That's mine. It's like, you can't be walking in life like that.
Yeah.
That was somebody just being kind, and it's like, hey, I got a spare apple. You want one? Sure. Hey, you need any help with anything?
Yeah, they don't care. It's horrible. And like I said, this is why there's a lot of people I know in my life that are like, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm fucking done. I have friends that are basically, I am fucking done. I don't want any, nope, I'm not helping these people. They'll help maybe one or two people, and that's it. And like I even made the joke. Some of my friends will come and drop off stuff, and I'm like, oh, you're not making it to the garbage dump today, and they're like, yeah, that's the joke. But I know damn well they're not. You know, that's not what they're actually. That's not the reason they're doing this. They're doing this because, hey, I'm gonna. But yeah, no, I know many a motherfucker where that is a real thing. That is
little anecdote here.
Yeah.
So one of my neighbors I happened to run into offered to give me a ride.
Yeah.
And I said no thanks for two reasons. One, I should be walking more. I'll be honest with you. It's nice weather outside. So I decided to go on a walk. And also, if he drove me, I'm one of those people where it's like, if you do a favor for me, I'm going to have to owe you, but I don't know how I'm going to pay it back, you know?
Yeah.
I have that in the back of my mind where it's like, any action done to help me is owed a favor back. That's just the social contract.
Yeah.
That's how it always works. But I was like, hey man, no thank you. Hey man, let's say, I know you lost weight. I'm trying to do my own thing to lose weight, as you can still got a bit of a belly going on.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, though, right? Like,
yeah, there was nothing wrong with it. He wasn't even disheartened. He's like, okay, well, you have a great rest of your day. You too. And I still appreciated the offer of giving me a ride because, yeah, I could have taking a ride, just to go across the street, really.
Yeah, and some people, they don't, like I feel like I said before, some people really don't care about any of this shit, and it's just like, it floors me the desire to act that way without any compassion for anybody else. I just don't.
Hey man, I'm of the same way. I can't comprehend it because I'm not saying look at people like dogs. Not saying that at all. But with the rule of if you do good by the dog will do good by you.
Yeah.
That goes for most things. Dogs, cats, people. You do good by them, they'll do good by you.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. And I agree with you to them. That is actually the way it should be. And some people really don't give a fuck. And that is, to me, that's more scary than anything else. When you got guys that just don't care.
It is, because you can have a guy who doesn't care, who not only can put more people in danger with the actions they do, like that one lady you're saying, just plowing through fucking sidewalks and shit.
Yeah.
But also, when you have somebody, let's say you are trying to defend something, and the person who does not give the faintest of fucks what goes down, doesn't matter if they're on drugs or not, and you have to effectively put your life on the line to stop this hooligan from doing something, and now you're getting wrapped up in basically red tape, because even though you didn't intend on it, you could have gone over the line in the struggle. You may have accidentally, not saying killed him, but injured him more than you needed to, and the law doesn't care about your perspective at all. It only cares what's on the paper.
Yep.
That is why I, myself, am terrified to get in a scuffle. Not because I can't handle myself or shoot my own. I'm more worried about my opposition. That's like some goon rolling up and trying to, like, slug the Punisher. Except the Punisher actually has to worry about the police. You know?
Yep. Oh yeah.
That is my biggest fear, is some, I don't know, crackhead rolling up on me and I accidentally overdo it. Because also with the military thing, I am looked at more harshly because I am trained. If I use something more than in my bare hands, then I could end up in jail. That's the scary, fucked up thing.
Yeah, well, that's why people are like that now, and that's how it goes. But anyway, we've had fun talking with you, Joe.
I know, but the point of me making that last little tangent was showing how it's not just the actions they do; it's also the reactions that the other people have around them to protect themselves.
Yeah.
Can also get them in trouble. But go ahead. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Hold on.
Wait a second.
I gotta. I had to think.
Somebody trying to call you during stream?
Yeah, that was all good. We're good. All right.
I'm just happy the only thing that happens to my phone is it just gets blown up with notifications that mean nothing. So on occasion you hear a little bing.
Well, yeah, we're having a good time with the conversation, just watching the time, making sure we're doing, and like I said, I do plan on playing this for another little bit, but yeah. Fuck, that's, I got in a mission where I had no skills I could use, and everything was in, and I was like, oh, shit. So I had to like basically rush until my car went empty. I was like,
I understand. Hey, Chief, real quick question.
Red Bull or knockoff Monster?
Red Bull. I wouldn't. Well, actually, how many have you had? I heard that twice.
I had 2 of the knockoff Monsters, technically 1 Red Bull earlier today, and I finished half a can this morning.
Bob, you gotta stop, man. That's way too much fucking caffeine. That's actually that is literally your heart could explode. You wanna know why you're having a bad time with your fucking like you're sleeping and shit? Right fucking
Okay, fair enough. All right. Where's my water bottle?
Yeah. Like soda, like even I wouldn't even suggest soda right now for you, man. I would say you need to like legit water for the fucking 24 hour, like it's like at least 2 hours.
Yeah, because ladies and gentlemen, this has been Bob's drinking schedule for the past 2 weeks. It's like at least 4 monsters, maybe some more a day.
Oh yeah, that's bad mojo, my friend. Oh great.
I'll be honest with you, the military is built fucking different because we chug those things like it's fucking water. That's, I'll be honest, that's where I got the habit of always needing a on hand, because that was a stress response. Was like, I always need something to drink. Doesn't matter what the liquid is, but just having something that tastes good to drink was a stress response whenever things were just feeling really fucking stupid. Not dangerous. Yeah. I can handle dangerous when things got stupid. Where it's like, oh, the bureaucracy doesn't let you do that. Oh, sorry, we gotta follow the paperwork. It's like, how about you go fuck yourself and I get my job done? That sound good? Sorry about that. It's just how things roll.
Yeah, I got you.
Good old tap water. Tastes like lead and copper. Not bad. That's why I say don't move to Ohio. Our water is still kind of nasty. Okay.
We're actually moving into we're getting into a city for the first time in this game.
Oh, a city? What is it? Isn't this supposed to be on like the West Coast, like California kind of area?
You drive the entire thing of America in these.
But the starting point is like West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast. You're like a suburban kid that's going on an adventure for his first time on his road trip. That's it. That's the story. God damn, this fucking gas crap is popping in. There, done. That gas shit's really starting to piss me off. Because I got a lot of money and I burned through a lot of cash. Oh, we got another hitchhiker that can pop in. Let's stop for the hitchhiker. Let's see who it is here. Nah. Abandoned hitchhiker. Yeah, fuck off. I'm not planning on going to the festival today. I'm hitting the fucking casinos, baby. That's my game plan. I would not want to drive like this. Like I already hate car rides to begin with. Like if you were to put me in a vehicle like this for this long, I'd be like fucking like, oh, we lost our little maid in there. She left. Didn't want to party anymore. I guess didn't want to go around with 2 guys. There we go. Okay, we're good. I'm caffeined out of my brain right now.
Oh, relatable.
Yeah, it is relatable. I got the one guy that's a ride or die, which is kind of nice, actually. There. All right, we're good. Keep going. Like the reverse mechanic is a is a ride or die guy. He's one of my favorite guys because he'll instantly fucking save you from a major thing, and he'll help fix your car and shit. So he gives you bonuses for hitting that. So it's like, yeah, that's why we're only problems we've been having is the gas problems.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Like he legitimately is fixed for the gas problems in this road here. But no, overall, I think we've talked about that stuff. This is why I think the Brotherhood needs to come back in with men. I really do believe that we need to get back to that mentality of, you know, looking after your brothers, man, and doing the social stuff. I think morality needs to come back to society.
Well,
which is scary. Which is scary in my opinion. I've always been nervous about that. The fact that we're back to this, so it's come to this.
Oh, I understand. I'll say that was the way I function. I scrape out emotion completely, and I look at the logistical and morale of the situation and how to approach it. It wasn't because you look at emotion. What does emotion do?
Yeah. Well, my mentality.
At the end of the day, emotion can maybe bring peace for a moment, but it could also bring chaos, anger, all sorts of different things.
Yeah, my opinion's always going to be the same when it comes to this stuff. You know, do you wanna live your life on the road of like just like not knowing anybody, not associating with anybody, or do you want to live your life with you know, setting yourself up? Do you want the good life or do you want the shit life? Oh, I can't put this anywhere? Shit, I can't use the AC. Like, that's kind of how I look at it, man, because, like, I feel like I got myself a good life. Like, I think, you know, I'm not living a rich man's life. I'm not living golden fucking ticket, but, you know, I got a lot of fucking fun when it comes to shit, man. You know, like I got stuff going on, everything's going good.
The thing about morality is, by definition, morality is self-policing.
It is.
Because being a moral busybody is not moral. When you think about it. Because a moral busybody is usually emotionally invested.
Yeah, a Karen.
Yes. Yes. So that's where it's like morality also is supposed to be self-policing. So yeah, I would like to see a return to morality. I'd love to see that.
I do too.
That could bring a moment of peace. And that is the one thing we actually want in our lives is peace. Nothing wrong with peace.
I never used to see what we're like back in the day, man. I don't know. Like I said, it was never like this. Like, well, it was, but it was never to this degree. Like we're reaching like stupid levels of that like mentality and this get your own value. Oh, no one else matters but you, and everyone needs to go fuck themselves. You're the main character in the story. It's funny when anime, I make the joke, anime makes a lot of main characters, like, you get that a lot of the main characters with anime, and I've said to many people, I said, you know what's funny? Main character syndrome in anime, like, everyone talks about the main character syndrome, but in animes, those are probably the most selfless characters in most animes. Oh, they could be absolute douchebags, but they usually have some sort of necessary value to their douchebaggery.
I had something lined up. Main character syndrome is an interesting thing that I learned. And when I was younger, where I lost the main character syndrome, because yeah, everybody has that edgy period in their life where everybody wants to be like, I don't know, fucking Sephiroth or like the edgelord, so to speak. And that can also delve from main character syndrome. The one thing that took it away was actually have your foundation fall from under you and see if you can still keep the same face. Genuinely. So
Yeah.
these people that have this, I don't care about anybody else, any of that, watch how fast they crumble when the foundation that they don't even think about but they heavily rely upon just disappears. Gone. Watch the world tear them apart, and if they survive, hopefully they grow from that.
Problem is, they sometimes don't grow it.
Mm-hmm. Why? Because, oddly enough, they're saved. They don't work through it. They're saved by some other third party. Doesn't matter what the third party is. Doesn't matter what definition it falls under. Somebody has slackened the noose, so to speak, on them coming to grips with reality, and then they're back to their usual same self. They don't learn. I'm about to say, having a few brushes with death and being on the street will teach you a few fucking things. It'll teach you quick.
Yeah, I get you.
Because this is the way I look at it. These overgrown children, they've never had a touch with reality. They haven't been through half the shit you and me been through. And normally I'm not one to be a fucking flash kid about what I've been through, because I know the guy next to me has probably been through far worse. You know? That's why I'm not always the guy who's like, oh, you don't know what I've been through. It's like, well, yeah, because I know there's always worse out there.
I know people that have done that. Like, I know people that are legitimately, like, you could really, like, I've met people where I was talking to someone about how I was complaining about my shoulder, and she's like, yeah, I couldn't walk yesterday. And I'm like, I wasn't trying to compete. I was just telling you my shoulder.
Yeah, there's always that competition. It was like, can you stop the competition of the struggle? Because the whole point of the struggle, and God, this is going to turn into a fucking sermon real quick. I'm starting to realize that.
Yeah, I'm going to be careful.
The whole point of the struggle is also kind of the point of the trial, is to have you grow from your adolescence into an adult. Now, normally you're supposed to grow a bit faster, but there's always those that slip through. Those that get to a certain age and still don't know how the world works.
Yep.
So eventually you're going to run into speed bumps. Sometimes those speed bumps can look like walls, but at the end of the day, they're just speed bumps. It's all level of scale, all level of perspective.
And I've ran into many a speed bump, and that's annoying.
It is annoying, and it does cause disorder. You'll lose part of the piece that you had, but once you get through it, you'll look back on it, it's like, why the fuck did I think that was a wall? That was just a fucking speed bump. I've done that many a times. I've had a lot of retrospects where I looked back and it's like, why did I think this? God, I was fucking stupid.
I think people like we're kind of moralized. We're kind of preaching here, but it's nothing. I don't really consider myself a fucker. I've never ever agreed.
I know, but I didn't want it to turn into a sermon. That's why I was keeping it vague, keeping it short, keeping it brief.
Yeah, but we've all dealt with this bullshit in life, and it's just like,
anybody out there who wants to put a comment down on something you've been through, feel free.
Yeah.
I'd say. We both read the comments.
Yeah, I look at the comments. It may take me a day sometimes, but that's usually because other things are going on. But
oh, well, I mean, hey, we said we looked at the comments, we didn't give you a turn on how fast we get back to you, you know?
Yeah, I am not 100%.
We technically did not lie, now did we?
No, sometimes I'm busy.
Don't worry, you'll receive a fax in the mail.
Yeah, sometimes I'm busy.
Mind you, the fax is written by goblins, so whatever they say could be anything.
Yep.
Including give me shinies.
Today, yesterday, I legitimately was working on setting up some stuff and moving people's furniture. Today, I moved people's furniture, had myself some pizza, cleaned up a place, talked to a couple people, cleaned up my own apartment. Holy fuck. Man, there were boxes everywhere. I never realized how many boxes there were in my apartment until I checked that. I got a little thing next to me, and I keep throwing stuff in that little room, and I'm like, I looked at the room today, and I went, holy shit, and cleaned it all out.
Oh, I hear you. What was the other thing? Oh, pizza. When you mentioned pizza, I can't remember the last time I had pizza, I'll be honest. It's been a long time. I've been trying to stay away from it.
And like I said, it's one of those things where it's okay to have a slice once in a blue moon, but you got to really kind of.
Oh, it's not just for weight; it's also for price. Because, yeah, sure, the pizzas are cheap, but when you get them every so often, it adds up quite a bit. So I've been evading pizza.
I know. Well, you know what I used to do? I haven't like we used to one of my best friends, like one of our older sailor buddies there. One of the things he used to buy was the little instant pizzas. He cut it in 3 portions.
Are you talking like the Red Baron ones?
No, it was Delissio actually back then. And what he would do is he'd buy the Delissio pizzas, and his ass would buy this food. Like, okay, I'm going to buy the pizza, no big deal. And then he would buy that, and then he would eat it all the time. Like he would just cut that up into 4 portions or 2 portions, and then he'd eat 1 pizza, eat 1 slice one in the morning, 1 slice of breakfast, and 1 slice thing. And he'd have a little shot of bourbon and 1 cigar. That was his day. That's all he would have is 1 big pizza. He'd eat that all day. Man lived to he's almost 90 for fuck's sakes on that. So I guess you can do it.
Yeah, my downside is the pizzas. They don't last the whole day. They more like last a session. Another reason why I stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my.
They're not really that filling. They're not filling, but they kind of taste good at times. Yeah. It really depends on how it's made. Like, yes, it's still technically the same place, same ingredients, all that stuff. But depending on who makes the pizza, depends on its quality, and that quality scale can change drastically depending on who's cooking it.
Yep.
I remember getting a deep dish pizza that was so bready that it tasted like mold. And it was fresh. I was the thing, it was fresh, but it was still like, you get that metal tang in there with the cheese and the bread.
Oh yeah, that's gross. I had that. It could be the oven needs to be cleaned, or they just clean the oven, 1 or 2.
That too, yeah.
Yep. Because the oven needs to be clean. They could be, especially if they're if someone orders a certain meals and stuff, like 2 different, that can really kind of change the meal. Ooh, a roll card, and what else was in here? Oh, some scrap. Dirty seats. I can sell those. Okay, that's being sold. No, the funny thing about this game is you can, like, this is not you don't get distracted playing this fucker, but it's such a fun. It's shockingly addictive. Like I've played this game, I think on stream twice. This will be the 3rd playthrough, and I've absolutely loved it. 4th? Well, no, I haven't.
Like the first one, the play test that you only played for like a few seconds, I count.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Yeah. So technically, this is your 4th time.
Oh, fucking great game. That's why I enjoy it so much.
Yeah. Ain't no Labyrinth of the Demon King, but I know everybody got their own taste.
I like it because it's smart and it's like a very intelligent, fun game. And determining on how you play and how smart you play.
Oh, I see Resident Evil 5 starting to come in. Oh, not Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Suitcase management.
Yeah, I like this fucking 4. Okay, we're going to talk about 4. I have to talk about 4, at least for a little bit. Because 4, can I be honest?
Leon!
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with I still think one of the hotties of one of the hotties of the like the franchise.
Big old Dumbo ears.
I don't care if she has Dumbo ears. I'm fine with that.
Oh no, I'll make fun of everybody.
My biggest problem with that, my biggest issue with the Ashley Graham situation is like they change. By the way, you know how she at the end of the new game, she's like, you know, you guys, you want to do some little overtime. She makes a pass at Leon, and Leon. Yeah, that shit. Here's what pisses me off. And the one they don't do that, and I'm like, what? You're taking away the pass?
That is like the perfect thing because that's like her white knight, you know, that's her Prince Charming. That's kind of like the gimmick and effectively the quote-unquote reward for saving her from all that insanity.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, mind you, how many people grew up as the president's daughter and get thrown into that hell?
Yeah, exactly.
And survive it. With this absolute punk of a man, Leon Sex Kennedy.
Yeah, the man that literally people are angry that he's. I'm not gonna get into that.
Oh no. You know, I heard some differing opinions on the like some people really like the new Leon. Some other people actually prefer younger Leon.
There is this weird hate boner for him being straight, and you do not.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm about to say, with all the women creaming their jorts,
no, women love him too. But like, there are so many men that are mad that he's not straight. He's not straight. I'm like, stop being.
Bro, I'll be real. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people where I don't care. I have the same mentality as like, you want that or you want this? I don't care. Have fun.
Yeah.
And just be safe. Be safe about it, okay? Be safe.
Yeah, I don't care.
That's my mentality on it. Be safe.
I get you. I actually agree with you. But it's funny, that mentality. Like, really, is that where you're going with this? Like, who cares? But no, they took that out of Resident Evil 4 that he doesn't. Oh, and he doesn't have the. I don't think he has the secret little thing where at the end he like asks the hot chick out there at the end.
Ada Wong?
No, not Ada Wong. The other girl. His like the handler that he's talking to him in his ear.
Don't remember her name. I think it's like the
Yeah. He asks her out, and it's like she's like. You know, you got to keep this professional. And he's like, story of my life. And it's like, that's an awesome ending to that. That is like so much, like I love it because it's such a superhero. It's such a James Bond moment with a character that we get to like I honestly think 4 flushed out Leon in such a way. I respect Leon now.
Oh, like, you know the one thing that makes me laugh hysterically, and I know this is a community joke, but the fact that Chris is dearly trying to get Leon with his sister Claire.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that joke where it's like, come on, Leon, expand the Redfield bloodline, do it. It's like, I fucking love that so much.
I mean, Claire, yeah, I'd hit that. Like 10 times over, baby.
I'm about to say, if we have the Redfield bloodline that shows a man can punch a fucking boulder, and then we got the ninja backflips of Leon, imagine, that'd be an absolute unit.
I'm in it to win it at that point. Fuck.
It's like, hey, I know it's more of Wesker's thing to talk about the genetics. I don't give a fuck. Shut up. I know Wesker's more of the one to talk about genetics, but in this case, you mix the brutish boulder punching with the backflips of Leon. That's a unit. That's a fucking unit.
Yeah. Okay, but back to the girls of Resident Evil. Hey, man. That's it.
Rebecca Chambers.
A lot of people like Rebecca. Fuck this.
No, my number one's actually Sheva. For no reason in particular. Yeah, man.
Well, there's a big reason. We all know. Okay, we know. We saw the costume.
Cortez runs in my veins.
Yeah. We saw that costume, boys.
Mm-hmm. Hell, you don't even need the costume. I'll be real. Those jeans are on.
Yes.
Those jeans are on. And just in case people are going to get a little angry, don't worry. I recognize Mr. Redfield's upper body. Granted, because I played as him when I played Resident Evil 5. God damn, he's built.
Yeah.
But holy shit, dude. I don't even think there's a muscle tee that can graft onto that. You know, the funny part is, I actually didn't wear the OG outfit. I wore the Road Warrior outfit. So I was walking around like one of the mentors of Gachimuchi, wearing like pseudo spiked BDSM post-apocalypse gear. Oh, it was so good. Like I said, it holds a hole.
I can't deny it. But no, it makes me laugh that Resident Evil I don't know. I got a
Resident
weird...
Evil's in a weird spot. It's like we get tired of the remasters because what was it? The one with Nemesis and I can't remember her name. Why can't I remember her name? She was in the first Resident Evil.
Jill Valentine.
Jill, thank you. Yeah, they did a bunch of remakes of the old games, and then I guess the reason this new Resident Evil blew up, not just because of name brand, is because it's like the new product. It's actually fucking new. Holy shit.
Yeah, and the new one is popular, but it's kind of like love-hate popular. Best way to put it.
It's more action survival rather than horror survival.
Yeah. And we get to see Leon back. We get to see Leon full fucking hardcore hog going for it with that, and that is actually kind of enjoyable to watch Leon just fucking
go off. And it's like, you know, I was tired of doing my constant reruns of Resident Evil 4 and getting pieced up by Dr. Salvador. So fuck you. I'm gonna use the chainsaw now.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I love that. I was like, you know what? I'd probably be tired of chainsaws too. My question is, why is there a chainsaw in this clinic? This isn't. Wait a second. This isn't a clinic where you birth children, is it?
No.
Turns out it was.
He is. It's an interesting story with that actually. He just kind of like he goes off in that game, and I'm like,
oh no, I was talking about the doctor that came in with the chainsaw.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
And then I realized, oh, this is like, yeah, it's both a mansion / mental ward / birthing facility, and it's kind of weird. It's like BOW children. So it's like, okay, at least the chainsaw kind of makes sense. You know, just in case you got to do a very dramatic C-section. But, I mean, the chainsaw doesn't need to be that big. That is a lumber chainsaw, sir. That shit gets into my head where I'm like, wait, that is too big to be doing surgeries with. How big are your patients? Once again, my brain gets stuck on the world and the world building and the world storytelling rather than what the characters are actually going through. Because remember, everything has to be placed there for a reason. Even if it's just a lost item, there's a reason it's there.
Oh, I didn't get the casino mission in this one. Shit. Okay, well, I guess... Alright, okay.
Oh, it's like, who else do we have? We got Wesker, one of the most famous Resident Evil girls, as you know.
he is not okay. Can I gotta set up to that one. Okay, Wesker is not known for much of anything. Would be the best way to put it. Like I like Wesker, but it's like let's add that. Let's add an amp, some musical instrument of some sort.
I think the disconnect with Wesker is because all his stuff is in the background. You're not shown what he does except in like maybe 1 or 2 cutscenes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't invest you as much because he's doing everything secretly. And he already has plans upon plans. I mean, fuck's sake. He only has 8 minutes to spare. Let's make it worth my time.
Yeah. No, he ends up, like, in the end, he just ends up being nothing. And that's kind of the amusing thing about Wesker. He does just, in the end, fail at what he was doing.
That's all I remember is Chris whenever he's in his Ouroboros form.
And then his son kind of takes the role, and then his son ends up being like he doesn't like his old man, and there's a huge hate boner, and that's how the franchise kind of ends, which is sort of sad in a lot of ways, because in my opinion, I think the character is it's an interesting character would be the best way to put it, and I like him as what he is, an interesting character, but is he an interesting villain? Oh fuck no. He's kind of a numbskull of a super villain. And it's kind of amusing too because of the interesting things of what he's done over the years and stuff like that. Oh, new journey. Oh, okay, so I can go get the inheritance if I want, but I don't, yeah, untrustworthy. I'm not gonna go deal with the inheritance shit. I'm going for my festival because, yeah, it looks like festival's the way to go. Alright, let's go. Woo! Hey, drive my car. Driving my car. I see, my thing with, like, for me, the old school gameplay is still really solid. I know people are like, oh, well, you know, the old school is this. I'm like, yeah, but the old school is so much fucking fun. Like, I enjoyed that. Same with Silent Hill. I still think that, like, just a little bit of improvement, not total. The over-the-shoulder Resident Evil games that came out after, I'm not a fan of. And it's not a retro boner thing. It's a, you know, stuff in perspective. Oh, the Mountain Man. Nah. See you later, Mountain Man. Enjoy the rain. I don't need the Mountain Man anymore. They're like we're way past his encounter. You there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, no, for me it was kind of interesting how they did a lot of this stuff, and I feel like, I don't know, something was lost in those old games. You have the opportunity now, people do have the opportunity, you can play the old games. There's nothing stopping you from playing those old games. And I really do suggest to people, if you get a chance, please play those old games. Enjoy those games. Those games are worth their effort, and that people
embrace the tight controls.
Some people think they're garbage, but you know what? I don't think they're garbage. Oh, I'm gonna take the caffeine pills from. You know what?
I think controls are some of the clunkiest things out there, but supposedly it adds to the horror.
Okay, you know what? Okay, can I say something about the tankies? The tankies are, if done right, it's a good control system. and it works for gameplay. Gameplay. I wouldn't want it in a game that actually takes high maneuvering and shit. Like, that will slow you way fuck down.
Yeah. Hell, even I argue to an extent, Labyrinth of Demon King kind of feels like tank control, but at least you have a backwards movement.
No, it feels very, very Souls-like.
No, it doesn't. Souls games are first person.
No, it feels very FromSoft, like Labyrinth.
No, it feels more like Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Dark Messiah.
I don't agree with that at all. I think Dark Messiah is way more easier to play.
Oh, easy to play, yes, but with the base of the controls, it's closer to Dark Messiah, except you put it on sloth mode, because that is one flaw with Labyrinth of Demon King. It is slow.
Yeah. And I couldn't get the timing down. It had that very Dark Souls-esque feel, and I'm really not a fan of that at all.
One of these days we gotta find a different game for you that doesn't define as Dark Souls. Which I don't think is gonna be possible, because anything you don't like is Dark Souls.
No, it's not true. I like stuff that isn't Dark Souls. It all depends on the game.
Bloodborne?
I actually don't mind Bloodborne. That's one of the only Dark Souls games I'm like, it's okay.
Which is odd, because that is one of the few Dark Souls games that people consider very challenging. I don't, but then again, that's me.
Oh, I suck at it, but I don't mind it. It's not like, oh my God.
I think it's legit just the Eldritch Horror tacked on there is why you like it.
No, I think it just had something about it was a little more playable than the other games. Like I'll play something like Sekiro and I'll be thinking to myself, oh my God, this is just brutal.
Oh, you're not made for Sekiro.
No.
I can tell you you're not made for Sekiro, because I'm not made for Sekiro.
Like if you give me like something else, like there's other things I will legit, play and enjoy. It all depends on the energy.
First Helldivers?
I've played Helldivers, yes.
The first game?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Why do I not believe you?
I have played the first Helldivers. I'm surprised you know that I have not. I've played the first one. I've not played the second one, but I have played the first one.
Okay.
Did I own the game? No.
Oh, no. Never expected you to actually know or play the franchise outside of it. Outside of the fucking boom that happened when the second game came out, with the streamers are consuming slop for the, I'm not going to go on too far of a tangent, but I'll end it here quickly. The only reason Helldivers 2 blew up is because everyone realized they were in a miasma of a swamp when it came to gaming, and the one little bit of fresh air, and they all swarmed to it. What do you know? It's slowly being dragged down into the same bog.
I enjoyed Helldivers for the first one a little bit. I've also played some of the
The first game is like damn near superior in a few aspects. One of the main ones is the loadouts you can make, and the second is the music. The music in the first game is just better. It feels different. This isn't member berries. I've actually analyzed side by side 2 different soundtracks. Yeah, there's a lot more oomph in the first soundtrack, and the second one's more atmospheric, but it's like, I'm not here to be atmospheric, I'm supposed to be fighting something. Yeah.
No, I fucked around with most of the stuff. It's just something I played, and I had a good time the few times I have played these games. It's just like, I just haven't played all of them. I haven't fucked around with everyone, but there are some I've actually enjoyed.
I'll also say this, the voice acting in the first game. So much better. The radio comms and the way your Helldiver speaks in the first game, bring that back. Put that in the second game. I'll do it. Because I know there's mods for PC where it's like they could change the radio comm to like a female voice or whatever. I want the old voices back.
No, I enjoyed. I played Monster. Same thing, Monster Hunter. I played the first, second, and third game. It just I never got.
Oh, that one I believe. That one I believe. It was just like I never expected you to even touch Helldivers at all.
Well, I have
but
friends.
Now you see why I'm somewhat fanatical about the sanctity of the first game, because it was simple yet it was effective.
I had friends who owned it. That's why I played it.
Hell yeah.
Like otherwise, I would perfectly honest with you, never would touch the game. But because I had a buddy of mine who's a fucking, you know, a gamer, and he, like I have a friend of mine who's a huge gamer. The guy is fucking more fucking like has arcades and shit in his house, man. It's just who he is.
Yeah, that's fair. Dare I say, I think the message was also lost with the first to the second game. And I'm not talking about the overall narrative. No. When I say the messaging, I am referring to the tone, the theme. The first game, your character sounded like he was fucking trained. He didn't sound like no young buck. It's like, move! Grenade! There was more oomph into it. The second game, they sound like a bunch of young buck rookies who don't know what the fuck they're doing. And it gives everybody this mentality that the Helldivers are stupid but fanatical. It's like, fanatical to an extent. But the ones in the first game were wise to most things.
Yeah.
There was no, oh, hey, rookie, put this hell bomb on your back and dive in there. We didn't have a portable hell bomb. That was not a thing. Consider yourselves lucky. There's a lot of things that the first and second game differentiate, but the voice acting and the music was like, that can make or break a game right there. If your voices don't hit, you're not going to drag a lot of eyes. The reason, outside of it being a good RTS, the first Dawn of War, wasn't just the gameplay, it was also the voice acting. They had really good voice acting for Dawn of War.
Yeah, no, it really is determining on the way I usually run gaming stuff. For me, it's always been the same thing, and it's always the same thing time and time again. Okay, which one of my friends owned it? Oh, this guy owned it? Okay, I'll play it. Like, I'm not, like, I'm all for playing video games. Like, fuck yeah, I'll play any game once. Doesn't mean I'm gonna like it, but I'll play almost any game once. Yeah. Except for fucking shit like visual, like graphic story visual novels. Fuck that shit. I won't play those. Those aren't something I'm interested in. But everything else, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh man, sorry, I listening to some of the Helldivers 1 soundtrack is like, that's where I got on this tangent, is because like, fuck, the music's good. Fuck. And also whenever people make fan stuff, once again, they go back to that useful zealot. I was like, I'm young, I could do this, yeah, and it's like, no, that's not a Helldiver. That doesn't sound like a Helldiver to me. At all. And whenever people do fan animations or whatnot, they fail to include the guys from the first Galactic War. Because that is a completely different tonal shift. It's also probably something they know nothing of. I'm thinking the latter. I'm actually thinking the latter. They just don't know about the first game. They assume Helldivers 2 is Helldivers.
They really do, like to me, I'm not fanatic for this stuff, but again, I also didn't have, you know, as much as Dungeons and Dragons died, in my opinion, for a lot of stuff, and they killed the franchise for me, I still always had something, you know, something to do in that game. Like, I've always had that game to go, man. I've always had that thing I can play. I've always had something else to do. Like the reason I'm so edgy and aggressive over video games is fucking, you know, the bullshit they throw at you in video games is just, you know, eat a dick when you have this level
This
of
is legit a case of you just had to be there. That's the only way I could tell a normie is like you just had to be there. Back when this was the golden era, you know, our effective golden age, it was our one escape, and now our escape is starting to get muddled down into reality, especially with Western titles, where they uglify everything.
Like I said, I used to live so much on news and stuff. And like I said, I was all in for some of these fun programs and stuff, and doing what I need to do and setting up my program. I think that's only fair, right? Like I used to like game, and I enjoy this. This is the stuff. This is my jam. Like and it was the indie studios would come out with these ideas and these amazing, something I never saw in gaming history. Like games that would be so innovative, so different, so unique. And like, wow, that's something I don't, you know, that's something I didn't see before. That's something I didn't look into. That's something I didn't. And this is the shit. This is the jam I like. This is the like. How fun is this? Like, this is an absolute fun game, and people want to. And that's the shit. And it's not a horrible game. It's interesting. It's unique, and I like it. Oh, sure. I'm not going around chopping people.
One moment. What year was it 9 years ago?
Well,
6.
9 years ago, 2014?
10 minus 3 is 7. So 2017. These songs, granted, these are remastered, that I'm listening to were posted on YouTube 9 years ago, back in 2017. My service record for the first Helldiver started in 2016. I was like, yeah, this was my life on YouTube. In fact, this is so back in the era where they don't use official artwork. They use like copyright-free, what is it? When the art isn't like the final product, not storyboard, concept.
Yeah.
Like this one for the Illuminate Planet difficulty 9 and above. This is just concept art for what I assume to be either War of the Worlds and or Half-Life. I was about to say Combine.
Yeah. But
it's
gaming
just concept art. This is back in the era where they used concept art as fucking backgrounds. The fact that's no longer a thing, holy shit.
Oh, dude, I remember websites. We're gonna get old school. Let's get old school websites.
Oh yeah, let's do it up. Do it up, man.
I fucking remember that. Oh god, the old school websites and some of the cool shit people worked on. Like, I'm to this day, I'm so mad that the Bard's Tale website isn't around anymore. Like, to me, I'm still pissed off about that.
Oh man, the Bard's Tale. Don't know the Bard's Tale.
Okay, famous Bard's Tale thing is,
Tell me why I know that.
Okay. Damn it, I was about to change, but just drop that on you fast.
Don't worry, you're still in my ears. I'm just going to be muted.
I was about to use washroom myself. I guess we're both washroom break.
Bathroom break.
Bathroom break. We're back. I want to check the AC, that's why I'm being...
Alright, and I'm back. God damn.
I don't know.
the OG main theme soundtrack uploaded 10 years ago. This was 2016. Holy shit.
Well, 2017, technically 9 years.
No, 2016, because it's 10 years.
Oh, it was 10 years ago? Then yeah, that is.
This is the main theme song I'm listening to. Main theme HD, Helldiver soundtrack.
My map was getting there, but it was slow to go because I'm fighting tired and sleep. Gotta stay up for another round.
I may throw this at Captain real quick. It's like, this is what you didn't have. This is what you missed out on, and you see why I'm so fanatical on this.
Okay,
listen to this fucking OST.
Websites, man, used to have so much cool shit. Like, we don't see it anymore. Like, okay, so the Bard's Tale thing, everything on Bard's Tale Punch, if you're to do the Bard's Tale website, had an effect. So if you talk to people in the Bard's Tale thing, we are done this game for the night, guys. No one's in chat. Does anyone want to watch another round? We can do another round of this game if you guys want. It's up to you. No one says anything. I'm gonna just do another game anyway. I'm having fun. What can I say? And I don't feel like playing Minish Cap right now, so it's like, I feel like keep doing this.
Fair.
Okay. So here's what happened with this. You'll get a good chuckle at this and a good laugh. The character back in the game, Bard's Tale. So if you pressed on something, some guy would go, "Grr!" Or he'd like, get your finger out of my drink. And then if you pressed on the girl's like tits, the barmaid, she'd knock the fucking pointer away. And then if you pressed on it again, she'd knock it out of the hand again. Now, the third time you did it, it took you to the FBI site for like sexual harassment.
Oh, that's class.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We're going to say we're a student. And we're going to say we're a driver. We're not going to we're going to name Orc. Orc. Ket. Or Kit. We're playing a female today. You know what? I haven't played the muscle car. We're gonna play the muscle car. All right. I'm having fun with this game. I'm going to do one more game. I'm having a blast. I want to see where we go next. Hopefully not this time to the festival.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's add some more space. Let's put our camera in here. Let's put our speakers in here. Let's get a can of beer. Let's put that over here. And of course, we're being the women that we are. We're bringing the shade. So it's a woman in a muscle car, boys. And this vehicle has no upgrades, so this could get interesting. I wonder if I'll even survive. Let's go, boys. We're going on a muscle car ride. Woo! Let's go. Fucking let's go. And by the way, look at this muscle car. Look how, like, little durability this fucker has. We can race
looks like it's barely hanging on.
It really is. This is actually really... Although this car is fast, that's a big benefit. Alright, let's drop that. We're already having problems. That tells us something right now. This is hard mode right here. Luckily, it seems to have some gas. That's big. That so far this has been that good for that. There, got through. Ooh. But no, I thought it was funny that they just the amusingness of some little thing. Like, you used to have mini games on there. Like, going on a website would have so much cool shit. You never knew what you were going to get the second you jumped on someone's website. And I thought that was kind of cool that was the shit that we used to see back in the day. Was kind of the neat little things that some of these websites would have, like interesting little sidebars. You'd have like weird things that they would add to things and just be like, wow, okay, why'd you add that? Or like some of them would send you to like websites within websites. I miss that too, where you just like. I remember one that sent me to like. At first I was like, okay, it's sending me to like a place to get a. It sent me. It was a kid website, and it was like different games and stuff. Like, not now. Like, the games they have on those websites are just crap. But I remember this one had so many weird like items and stuff. But what's weird, it sent me to the Garfield. Of all things, the Garfield, the official Garfield website, which had its own mini games. The Garfield mini games were interesting. There was a famous and infamous Garfield mini game where Garfield actually. Do you know anything about Garfield at all, or no? Or are you just kind of like, you're pretty new to that stuff, right?
I never really cared about Garfield. I know it's like a fanatical cult of people collecting that shit. Garfield never dies.
So Garfield, back in the day, they had an interesting thing with Garfield. Garfield was fascinating. Oh, okay, jump in. Okay, well, hey, what the fuck? You never know what to use it. Garfield had a funny thing with his little life here. When Garfield started his little career in existence with stuff, Garfield was sort of a interesting, fascinating character. There was a lot of times where he had. I'm gonna put that up here. So yeah, there was this little thing. Odie had an owner. For those that don't know, back in the day, Odie they actually had an owner for Odie, and there's a running gag that Odie's owner that John actually kidnapped Odie's owner and keeps him in a basement. And in the Halloween special, you could actually find that. That's not a joke. You can find Odie's previous owner in a fucking in a basement chained to a wall. So just kind of these weird things that they added to the game that just is really, really fucking stupid. But hey, what the hell, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what made it kind of fun. I'm most likely going to do one cheat in this game. I'm doing a little bit of an exploit here. I will most likely have to call my parents at least once. Reason for calling.
Arrested by the police?
No. Wait, no, I'm not that ugly. Is that too expensive? That's too expensive. The reason I want that is because my parents will give me cash. And I want that. I want cash. I'm going to want lots of cash in this game. And I'm probably going to do this at least once to get that $250. So I'm probably gonna burn my car this round. Because I want to, you know, gas pedal my car and get as much durability, get my thing going. We'll stop for the hitchhiker. Who knows what we're going to get. Okay, yes. This guy I want. This guy I want because he's going to give me the new quest rat at the casino. I got to get to that casino. I want that quest. That's actually a way to do it. Come on, baby. Stand me out. Stand me out. Stand me out. I want all my parents. Ah, boo. Shit, I didn't ban out. Okay, we're just gonna go right to the end and let it ride and hope for where does he want to go anyway? He wants to go, okay, that's where he wants to go. Alright. So then we're gonna have to go up. I'm hoping to have a bad run. That's my game plan. But no, just some of the fun little things that they had in games back in the day. I remember back in the old websites and stuff. Hell, I was there for Netscape. I remember Netscape. But Netscape still has it. I don't know if you know this, Bob, but for years, Netscape has randomly had a... there's been moments where Netscape has just been out of nowhere, random stuff has happened on Netscape. Like, Netscape is just out of nowhere, just all of a sudden activates and starts doing stuff. That's just kind of fascinating. That still happens. Nope, I lost it. But nope, we're here. Bob, you there? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've been here. I know you're talking about a Garfield website. Now you're on Netscape. Like, Netscape's a familiar name. Never been on the website before.
Oh, okay. Speaking about a familiar website, they're talking... I've heard some interesting rumors. We'll see what's going on, but there's going to be some more stuff with Diablo coming up soon. We'll see how that goes. Did you ever play the old school Diablo or no? Or were you Diablo 2?
Diablo 2.
Okay. Well, did you ever actually play Diablo 1 or no? Just not touch it. Okay.
I haven't touched it before.
Really? Okay, we'll call him Dad. You want that cash? Dad, give me cash! Dad! Call my mom! Call my mom! Oh god, that is actually, we just saw that in real time right there in the game. I pulled a call my mom moment. I don't care if my character feels like shit after doing that. That is actually like a good function to do in this game. Is that have one moment where you're just like, okay, I'm going for it. Make myself happy. We're gonna make ourselves happy. And alright, so we're gonna customize the vehicle. Alright, let's get this fucker custom. Roll bar. Bam. Roll bar. As much as I don't want to use that, that's probably the way to go. Alright, let's go back to the shop. Let's sell these shitty glasses I don't care about. Apply cloth. shop. What color you want, Bob? What color do you like? We got green, we got brown, we got silver. You know what silver?
Oh. Okay. So green.
Oh, you want green? I could always do green. Where's that green? There it is. So I believe I can add. Okay, there's your green. You got your green, Bob. My car doesn't look that bad. My car actually looks pretty good, green. Green sports car, really? Yeah, fuck it. I need the money. Buy some aspirin. Bob is feeling it, aren't you? Getting a little tired, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we talked about a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
9:30 rolling up.
It's almost there. Yeah, we're almost there. Oh, that's why my character is so fucked. There we go. Yeah, we are getting there, aren't we?
Yeah.
I don't mind, like I said. This has been a fun night. I'm having a good time. Hey, he just said that. Hey, guys, the prices of milk are getting out of hand.
Really? Nope.
Milk was expensive. There was a milk rush back in the day. Like,
Oh, yeah, and then they turned into peas.
Yeah, like we've had weird things. Like I've even made the joke like there's been the running joke over the years, about stuff where we've actually had the funny jokes of we've talked about it. It's like I had friends of mine talk about how there's been this over the years where, I've had people say to me things like, oh, we spend more, we send our beef to America, and then we buy American meat. And I'm like, how does that make sense? Like, shouldn't we be doing the other? Shouldn't that not be that way? Should it be the other way around? Like we don't do that. Like, oh no, that's how we do it. It's like, okay, that's fucking confusing if you think about it. How the fuck does that work? Or the other fun one is where we destroy produce. I've heard that a lot. That they don't. We're kind of. What's the term? Farming to farm to table or something like that. We're not doing a supply run. So essentially, America, if we ever had a major food shortage, you guys would be booked. I don't know much about it. Like I said, it's not something I'm 100% following on. But if how it was worded to me was worded, I'm like, Oh, that's kind of problematic if you think about it. Because what they're saying is, in a nutshell, the way it was worded to me as a guy was, I got a Jesus statue. Okay, sure, you never know I can sell that. You never know I can sell that. Is there any oil in there? Oh, there is. Okay, there's no. No, I was kind of surprised by what my friend was telling me about that. Like, how bad is it really? You know, that's my question, because the idea of not having a proper food supply line in a country is absolutely silly, in my opinion. Like, at that point, you're purposely inflating prices on food, which should never be a thing. Like, I also believe that's the reason why they keep adding sugar to everything. And that's my nervous wreck about sugar, because it's like, holy shit, shit's gone so fucking high up on the sugar road. It's like, Jesus fuck. I don't remember sugar being that high, that up there in price.
Sugar. Yeah.
Bob stops the energy drinks and starts passing out.
Can I go to bed yet?
No, not yet. You got 2 more. You got at least another hour and a half.
I don't.
No, I don't.
Got 1 minute. If we're going with our standard time.
Well, our standard time is usually actually, you know, our standard time is, you know, 10 o'clock. Lately, we've been stopping early just because you've been falling asleep.
Yeah, when the old man goes on tangents I know nothing about, it just turns into background static. Said something about milk, then produce, now he's on the sugar.
What, you're not paying attention to food supply shortages and stuff, and what the idea of farm to table and how we're not properly supplying our country in some ways?
Yeah. But yeah, the supply chain and how what is it? Instead of getting it from farm to table, there's been subsidy programs that encourage farmers to just dump the harvest rather than sell it.
Yeah, and that happened during the infamous COVID, and I remember being very like,
gave those orders, put them in the stocks. Put them in the stocks and we get to throw the old produce at them.
I'm not against what you're saying, personally, actually.
Now you want to know to throw this out? Well, how's it taste? Oh, fuck it. Could have been on people's plates. Could have been on people's tables. Outside the plate. But
Yeah, exactly. I get you.
kind of weird how our ancestors had everything figured out. Somebody does something really stupid, you put them in the stocks, maybe give them a flogging.
Yeah, we kind of just went in the other direction.
We got these gentle folks and civilized. Yeah, look how that's going over in the UK.
Yeah, I guess we have that to also talk about, but we're not going to because, yeah, we that drama.
Fucking powdered wigs. I never understood what is that called, like the Romance era? No. Romance was after that. It's like the Victorian era. I never understood like this the makeup, the powdered wigs, the gentlefolk culture, the mannerism. It's like, can't you just get dressed and call it a day? What's with all this extra shit?
Yeah, exactly. How did I lose the El-Ray mission? I thought I was going in the right direction, too. Let's take the festival out of the festival's not there. Now, where is El-Ray mission? Don't mind me, I'm looking for a mission. It kind of disappeared. Oh, there it is. Fuck. Go up. Alright, we will call it for tonight. We are going to call it here. We're most likely going to, yeah, I'm going to exit today's desktop. I'd like to thank everybody who was here for tonight. I think the cat is sleepy. Bob is sleepy. So I think we'll let it go, boys. Have yourselves a very good night. Is anyone live right now? Let us see here. Okay, so I'd like to thank everybody. We will see you next time. Like, subscribe. I don't see anybody on my boys on. All right, have yourselves a good one, and we'll see you later. Maybe tomorrow we might do a Friday fun stream. I might do something around noonish with LCX. We'll see how LCX feels. All right, see you guys.